Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Sonic WWE back again for another review for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for my SummerSlam 2017 prediction video. Yep, the biggest party event of the summer is finally here, and we are finally here to give you guys my predictions heading into the show this following Sunday night. Because at the time I was recording this video, I am recording this video in 3 days, 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 45 seconds away from the pay-per-view event itself. Haha. So with this said and done, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on to some predictions, shall we? So we can hit on the road to SummerSlam, which, as you'll see, my tone of voice is might seem like I'm hyped about it, but you'd be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, you'd be surprised. But anyways, with this said, let's get this started with some. Let's go get this thing started with some predictions, shall we? So we can get this on the road. All right. WWE Cruiserweight Champion Akira Tozawa taking on Neville in the kickoff match. Thank God this is a kickoff match, because honestly, who gives a fuck? My prediction for this match is that Neville's going to retain, and Neville's going to get his title back. Because, no shit, that's so fucking dumb they did that shit. Just fucking stupid. Anyways, moving on next. The Demon, Finn Balor, taking on Bray Wyatt. Even though they really should not have revealed that shit, so make it so obvious, shove it in your face. We get it, WWE. He has that gimmick. Just let it be its own surprise. Just let it be its own flavor of surprise, and let it be. Just let it be what it is. Do not shove it in our face.
Oh yeah, guess what, guys? Finn Balor's got demons. Bray Wyatt's evil. He's got his demons. Go check out SummerSlam. He's gonna have his demon form.
You don't have to fucking show this shit out there, WWE. What the fuck? But here's Finn Balor taking on Bray Wyatt. 50-50 booking in this shit, so Finn Balor's gonna win. Moving on. Big Show taking on Big Cass with Enzo Amore suspended up above the ring and a shark cage. They're pulling another one of those Jericho matches. I think wasn't it like it was Owens versus somebody? I forgot who it was. It might have been Styles, but I don't think it was Styles. It was someone else. I forgot. It might have been Styles, but I don't think it was Styles. But don't quote me on that. I don't know. I totally can't remember what it was. Anyways, they're pulling on one of these things out of their asses, obviously enough. And obviously enough, what do I think about this match? Honestly, like pretty much everyone else, who gives a fuck? Seriously, who cares about this fucking shit, for one? But the thing is here. There's that grain of sand, that grain of salt, that if this particular piece of sand or dust or salt means something, then WWE can actually pull something out, a surprise out of their asses for this match that no one pretty much will see. Which is the factor of Enzo Amore actually turning heel and actually helping Big Cass beat Big Show, just so we can move on from this feud, so Cass and Enzo can get back together again, but as a heel tag team versus being a face heel team. What the fuck? Yes, face heel. What the fuck is that? They can, but pretty much, yeah. So instead of being a face team, they'll be a heel team as they'll move forward out of this feud, so we can just forget all this shit about Cass, and pretty much this whole feud's pretty much been a big bomb for WWE, because who the fuck cares about this fucking Cass and Enzo thing? Because seriously, who cares about Cass? Who cares about Enzo? Just who the hell cares? So this pretty much has been a big old bomb of who the hell cares about this shit. So they can just end this shit off with Enzo and Cass being together again, but as a heel team moving forward. So with the said, if that happens, then boy oh boy oh boy, WWE actually has some surprise factor up their asses. Because as you'll see soon enough, what I'll mean by that of there not being anything in particular of the show. But anyways, this doesn't explain the fact of what my prediction would be. So with this said and done, what is my prediction out of this match? And that I did not think of, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. I am going to say, I'm going to say Big Show is my prediction, just to say my prediction, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Big Cass wins, either on his own, or actually with the whole heel turn heel for Enzo. Regardless of what happens of how Cass would win, I wouldn't be too surprised about it, but my prediction still stands. I'm just going to throw my prediction and say Big Show will win. It says, but I'm pretty much who enough, who the fuck cares? Seriously, who the hell cares? Moving on. Randy Orton taking on Rusev in another match that no one gives a fuck about because there was no build. It just randomly was just, hey, SmackDown Live, I'm Rusev. I want to point for SummerSlam. Who wants me? Randy Orton comes out, I want you at SummerSlam. RKO 2 weeks in a row. Pretty much leading to the fact that this match and my prediction right here. I wouldn't be surprised if Randy Orton wins this match, but my prediction is going to be for Rusev. So with this said, moving on. Who the fuck cares? Let's move on. SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, the New Day taking on Usos. Now, this is something where this could actually be a or this could be actually a halting point of me not giving a fuck and actually saying, you know what, this could actually be good, because New Day has history with the Usos, these two have history, these guys got chemistry, these guys have built over several months of several pay-per-view events, and we've seen how these guys can perform in the ring and show us mind-blowing matches, guys. These guys can perform well, and they know what they're doing to make a good show and a good matchup. So, with this said and done, my prediction for this match is going to be for the New Day to retain, but I want to be upset, or I will not be surprised if WWE gives back the Usos back their championships for whatever reason they want to, which I don't know why. I wouldn't know why, but if they want to, then okay, I want to be upset, or I want to be surprised if they do. So, Usos, if they win, cool. If New Day retains, cool. All above is cool. I'm okay with Usos walking out champions, and I'm okay with the New Day walking out as champions. I don't care who wins. I just want to see a great match with these guys, and I know they can do it, so go New Day and go Usos. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, with that said, New Day to win. For my prediction, at least. Okay, next up. Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion, what the fuck am I talking about? Yes, there's only one. There's only one. No, sorry, there's two. There's Raw and SmackDown, duh. And here's Naomi and Natalya fighting for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champion. Oh yeah, these two are fighting ghosts. They have ghost partners. No kidding. Anywho, Naomi and Natalya for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. My prediction for this match is for Naomi to win, but, and I'm going to say this right here, while this is not much of a prediction, I'm going to say this right here, I do believe that Carmella will indeed cash in and potentially walk out the champion. And the reason why I'm saying that is pretty much going to be obvious enough as we'll move forward to near the end of this, tail end of this video. Obviously enough. So with this said, I'm going with Naomi to win the match itself between Natalya, but if there would be a cash-in from Carmella, I personally think that Carmella's going to walk out, and hell, it's in New York. She's a Brooklyn girl. Makes sense. Makes sense. Even though WWE's kind of an anti-hometown people, it still kind of makes sense as to why she would win. She's a heel, even if this is her hometown, her home state. Who gives a fuck? I make my point. The point still stands. It makes sense as to why Carmella will win here and now at SummerSlam. So, with that said, right now, for the match itself, Naomi to win, but if Carmella cashes in, Carmella's walking out. So, with that said, let's move on to next up. We have the Raw Women's Championship matchup between Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks. With this said, my prediction is going to say another one of those I wouldn't be surprised things. My prediction is going to be for Alexa Bliss to win and retain her title, but I wouldn't be too surprised and wouldn't be too upset if Sasha Banks, wins the title. Because, obviously enough, these two can go. They smartly showed it last month at Great Balls of Fire, but making that whole thing with this whole build-up saying, oh yeah, we're gonna find contendership for Bliss's championship completely worthless, because the way Great Balls of Fire ended, it should have just kept on with the feud of Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss going towards SummerSlam. Instead of wasting our time with build that makes no sense and logically shouldn't happen. But still, like I said, Alexa Bliss is my prediction, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Sasha Banks pulls out the win. So with this said, let's put my prediction. Moving forward now. Okay, so Raw Tag Team Championship matchup. We have Cesaro and Sheamus, the champions, taking on the reformed Mini Shield group of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Well then, what do I have to say about this match? I am guessing, for my prediction, I'm gonna throw another one. It's gonna be another one of those I wouldn't mind or I wouldn't care. It's kind of sequences. So our prediction is going to be for Ambrose and Rollins to win the championships, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Sheamus and Cesaro retain. So just then, there you go, because you know Ambrose and Rollins, they're gonna have their own mini storyline as a team. Slowly going forward, and then somewhere along the line, it's gonna bomb, it's gonna bust, it's gonna blow, and it's gonna turn out to be a Ambrose versus Rollins feud, with Rollins being the face and Dean being the heel. So, no matter how far, and how long we go with that mini storyline between Ambrose and Rollins going, sooner or later, it's going to bomb, it's gonna bust, and we're gonna get that feud somewhere along the line. So, with that said, as of right now, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins potentially to walk out with the win out of SummerSlam with the championships, but that's just my prediction, my prediction, but I wouldn't mind and I wouldn't care seeing if Cesaro and Sheamus walk out with the championships. I wouldn't mind and I wouldn't care. Because obviously enough, this is another match that has really bad built to it, so I really have no opinion and really no in particular saying a strong meaning of why either this team or this team will win. And that's WWE's fault. That is totally their fault. So, as I said, moving forward. Anywho, prediction-wise, Ambrose and Rollins. Moving forward. Now we have the United States Championship matchup with AJ Styles taking on Kevin Owens, with Shane McMahon being the special guest referee for this matchup. My prediction for this match is going for AJ Styles to win. This should be a pretty interesting match because of how they're having that strong heated feud between both three of them, with Styles having some built between Shane, with, you know, AJ still being the face, obviously not big, but they have that point of still being, you know, Shane's like, don't mess with me, AJ, do not mess with me, you gotta put your hands on me, and they're just like, no, I didn't mean to do that, I'm sorry, you know, all that shit. But they can still be heated. Even if they're both faces. They can still be heated, you know. But yet again, this is why I'm picking AJ Styles, because this is going to be the breaking point of the Styles and Owens feud. So AJ Styles can continue his championship reign, doing whatever he's going to do, while Owens is going to be here, potentially building up a Survivor Series type matchup between Owens and Shane McMahon, with a Team Owens and a Team Shane. That's where you go with it, guys. Styles is to win, Owens to move on with the feud with Shane. There you go. So Styles is my prediction, guys. Let's move forward with this next upcoming matchup, which kind of makes zero positive sense as we walked out of this last week's SmackDown Live and how it fucking ended. We have John Cena taking on Baron Corbin. Why does this match still exist? Why does it exist? Seriously. Even beyond the fact of what happened last week on SmackDown, or this last Tuesday night on SmackDown, this match should not exist. Seriously. Cena could, if you had some other idea of Cena being on the show, okay, but you really didn't need him on the show. Because Baron Corbin could have been the guy to stay behind the scenes, stay hidden in the showers. He's gonna be in the showers, guys. He's gonna be hiding in the showers. No kidding. Hidden in the shadows, away from SmackDown Live, saying, Baron Corbin's not on the show. I wonder where he is. Is he gonna interfere in the match tonight with Shinsuke and Jinder? What's gonna happen? And makes shock value, and makes purpose to watch and see what happens for this, to see what happens hang on throughout the night. But let alone the fact that WWE just says fuck you fans, and fuck you Baron Corbin, and fuck you for having a built up and really well balanced SummerSlam and having good reason to watch the show, and gave us gave us a Baron Corbin cash-in last week on SmackDown, which was a complete bust of a loss for him to win. And this is coming for a guy who does not like Baron Corbin, but I do understand why this is, because it gives the championship match between Nakamura and Mahal some shock and surprise value. But they just wasted it with Jinder Mahal getting him a roll-up pin. Bear in mind, after facing Cena and being added to adjustment twice, one being off the top rope, mind you, still being able to roll up and pin and beat a 100% Baron Corbin. Makes fucking sense, WWE. Makes fucking sense. So, with this said, we still apparently have a reason of this match of being Baron Corbin and John Cena. Now, with all that stress and kind of mini rant out of the way, guys, what do I think of who am I rooting for this match? Not really rooting, but what do I think of this match and what's my prediction for this matchup? I'm getting heated and my voice is getting kind of rambling because of that mini rant, and I do apologize. That kind of sounds weird. I'm going to rephrase that once again. What is my prediction for this match? Anywho, but yeah, Cena and Corbin. My prediction. What is it? Well, with all that rant said, the only thing I can see as to why this match will still be here on the card is if this is a pretty much a basic beat the shit out of Cena match. Sure, sure everyone's gonna be one, and hell, guys. They've even pointed out the fact of the matter is,
ooh, Cena has lost all his time at SummerSlam. He's got a losing streak at SummerSlam. He's not going to win. Man, what's going to happen at SummerSlam? May he win? May he lose?
Makes it that point right there makes you obvious that Cena's going to win this match. But the point still stands. Baron Corbin is going to have most of the time in this match to regain. To regain some built and regain some revenge and anger and stress and mileage to beat the shit out of Cena in this match, to pretty much build up the fact of either the mindset of both Baron Corbin fans or my mindset of saying this show took this moment of SmackDown took away the built kind of surprise shocking value of SummerSlam stuff enough to have it where Baron Corbin to take all the mindsets and just pummel Cena mostly through the match. But yet again, Cena will be Cena and he will walk out the win. So with this said, what I'm hoping to see is Baron Corbin do what he did, do as I said before, have some ruling, have some main majority rule of this match, but still, Cena's going to walk out the winner. So with this said, Baron Corbin should own Cena throughout the match, but Cena is still my main prediction. So with this said, Cena to win. Moving on. Next up, we'll have WWE Champion Jinder Mahal taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, with the shock and kind of surprise value kind of gone and kind of traded with Baron Corbin to Carmella, so with that being said, I'm kind of being thrown out towards the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, we have a basic one-on-one matchup with absolute no shock value into it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, where this is going to go. So, Shinsuke Nakamura, Jinder Mahal, my prediction. Originally enough, I was going to say Baron Corbin will be cashing in and making this match, pulling the Seth Rollins back at SummerSlam, WrestleMania 31, I do believe, 31 between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, making that shit a triple threat match between him, Nakamura, and Mahal. That could have been it, and that could have been, Baron Corbin's walk out and let him win. Let Cena beat him, and let Corbin be able to walk out still with the championship and let him look strong walking out of SummerSlam. Even though I do not like I don't like Jinder Mahal for one, but still, that's the point. Baron Corbin, I don't like Baron Corbin, but still, the point still stands. It makes logical sense for storyline, makes logical sense of making the show watchable. But now the show in this match itself with Nakamura and Mahal has little to no redeeming in it, being a basic one-on-one SmackDown Live WWE Championship matchup for SummerSlam. And I'm feared for this match because, once again, we have no built. Again, Mahal is over here facing Cena and facing this guy, I'm facing this guy, and Nakamura's just sitting there behind the scenes, just like, yeah, I beat him. I beat him. At SummerSlam. Me SummerSlam. Me champion. That's all we got. No one-on-one shits. That's WWE struggle nowadays, guys. What the fuck? No built. No built. What the build we do have is complete garbage. So, I am gonna stop rambling. And we're gonna get on this. We're gonna get these predictions because we've got these last two predictions to get the hell out of this review. Not this review. Prediction review. Who gives a fuck? SummerSlam is blah. Anywho, blah. Jinder Mahal, Nakamura. Who to win? My prediction for this match. I wouldn't be surprised if Jinder Mahal somehow wins this, even though it's gonna make a lot of people pissed off. But still, excuse me. I wouldn't be surprised, or I wouldn't be shocked if Mahal wins. But my prediction is Nakamura to walk out, regardless of what the fuck WWE's gonna do with him with the championship, and what the hell regardless of what the hell's gonna go on with Nakamura and his championship reign, and how the hell they're gonna do that. I don't know what they're gonna do it. Besides the fact of how training it up between AJ Styles and Nakamura. Originally, people would want to see Styles win the championship this year and head towards SummerSlam. Not SummerSlam. I keep saying SummerSlam. Fuck. WrestleMania next year to face Nakamura, with Nakamura winning the Royal Rumble of 2018. My bad. 2018, winning the Rumble to move on to face Styles at SummerSlam. Not SummerSlam. WrestleMania. You know. Pretty switching the position up with now Nakamura holding on the championship to SummerSlam. WrestleMania. Anyway, Nakamura to win the championship here at SummerSlam, to move forward and to hold on to it to next year's WrestleMania. Now to have Styles move along and have him win the Royal Rumble for him to face Nakamura at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. There you go. So, beyond that, beyond Nakamura holding on championship for that, point being to face Styles at WrestleMania next year, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do with Nakamura with championship reign. I don't know. I have no idea who they're gonna make him face. I just don't know. At that point, we're at the hands of the mercy of WWE to see what the hell they're gonna do with Nakamura in his championship reign. I don't know. We wouldn't know what the hell they're gonna do. So. When that happens, and I'm pretty sure it's going to happen now, we're just going to see how it rolls and how it's going to happen. So now with that said, Nakamura to win the championship at SummerSlam versus Mahal to move forward to potentially face Styles at WrestleMania next year. I'm done with this shit. Let's move on to the best and the only reason why anyone's watching the show beyond the New Day and Usos match, which is... I gotta catch my breath at this moment. So much heat and so much ranting in one huge, large segment of the video. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, SummerSlam's gonna fucking... Hopefully it's not gonna suck. Anywho's, Universal Champion Brock Lesnar taking on Roman Reigns, taking on Samoa Joe, taking on Braun Strowman in a fatal four-way matchup for the WWE Universal Championship matchup. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This match, I am going to be split down the middle of two men on each side. Two of the men are going to be my predictions, and two of the men are not going to be my predictions, and they're going to be left out and kind of scooted away, out of the way, and kind of mustered on to say, sorry guys, except for one of you, as you'll see. One of you guys suck. You guy, you'll get your shot later, so go away. But these two guys are my predictions. So, my prediction in this matchup, my two predictions out of this matchup would be, if, and only if, logically enough, my prediction for this match, my first prediction would be Brock Lesnar to walk out of the championship and actually walk out and win this matchup. But, if WWE is at a point where they're going to have a rest point for Lesnar, for him to stay down and just rest and take the time off, for him to go for him to come back again, full circle around again for WrestleMania again, then my prediction will be for Samoa Joe to walk out with the championship. Granted, the Joe and Strowman are right there, wrong line, another like that. But I realized something where Joe's gotta have a little bit more edge and kind of more speech value so far as we've seen over Lesnar by far compared to Strowman. And besides, guys, Strowman's, I mean, I'm not gonna say, oh, Strowman, you're never gonna get a shot. Screw you, Strowman. No, he'll get a shot sometime. You know, come on, guys, you know this. Strowman is gonna get a shot. Regardless, it's gonna be against Joe or Lesnar. He'll get his shot in due time. So much gonna God power fucking Roman Reigns, but you know, that's Roman Reigns for you. That's WWE for you. Point still standing. Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, they'll get their due time soon enough. But Samoa Joe has been on a good tangent, a good rate so far of his career so far, following the Great Balls of Fire match between him and Lesnar. They've been building these two good guys up for a good while, and if WWE were to say Lesnar, you're going on a break till WrestleMania. You're gonna go on a break, Lesnar. The champion will have to be Samoa Joe. Granted, if Braun Strowman does walk out, then good positive shock. Good positive shock. It's gonna be a shock value regardless if Lesnar loses. As soon as he loses, regardless of who it is gonna be shock value. Joe Strowman, it'll be a positive shock. Roman Reigns, negative shock. But still, point still stands. Yeah, so with this said, Strowman and Roman will get their time when their time is due to face either Joe or Lesnar in due time. But if Lesnar's my prediction right here for my main wise prediction, because you know he's Lesnar. He'll do what he does what he does. But if Lesnar somehow does, in fact, lose this matchup, I personally say, and a lot of people say right here, and see it right here, right now, it will be Samoa Joe to walk out the Universal Championship at SummerSlam. So now with this said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I am finally am done with this video, and boy oh boy, must I say my opinion now. I started this video positive and full of glee, and now I am just meh. I started the video, yes, and in the video, meh. That's pretty much summing up the freaking SummerSlam, guys. This whole show, guys. Granted, it is not, regardless of how shitty and how kind of botchy this whole show has been built, and kind of, you know, possibly will be produced during the show itself. We're gonna be in New York, and we're gonna be at the Barclays Center, where lots of people are gonna go crazy, a lot of people are gonna go wild, and at least the crowd, regardless of how the show might be good or bad, the crowd itself will make the show at least somewhat deemable, compared to Battleground's piece of shit crowd with Philadelphia not doing jack shit. With them not giving a fuck, the wrestlers not giving a fuck, the commentators not giving a fuck, no one giving a fuck about Battleground. So, SummerSlam, regardless of how bad I might make it sound to be, is nowhere close to being bad of how Battleground would be. So, with this finally said, here's to hoping this whole ranting, this whole shit thing is going to be not worth nothing, and hopefully we can get a show out of SummerSlam 2017 as something at least watchable and at least good. We have we're going to a show that has shitty ass built and garbage ass built. But we can hope and we can see once we come on here to review the show. Hopefully it's going to be a show that was at least good and at least watchable with the shitty ass build that we got coming towards this preview video, coming out and going towards SummerSlam 2017. So, now with this all finally said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you guys for watching, and I am Sound8318, and I can't believe saying this, guys. SummerSlam 2017, hopefully to be a good show, and we don't know. Right now, going into it, mostly it's gonna be meh. Just meh. Hopefully you're gonna be good though. Hopefully you'll be good, or at least watchable. So, with this said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you guys for watching this prediction video. I know it's probably been extended. I know it's been a good long time of video length. But this point still has to be said. WWE, with this whole show potentially heading towards and heading out of Battleground, heading towards this, it could have been good. But you've wasted so much time in between, both on Raw and on SmackDown, wasting time doing shit where you should have been focused on making storylines built up well. But that's WWE for you guys. That's WWE for you. Until they learn, we'll keep getting this shit going on. Until they learn, guys. Until they learn. So, now with this said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you guys for watching this prediction video. And I'll see you guys next time for my, hopefully, hope to God, positive and at least good review of SummerSlam 2017. Because, as I can't say enough, breaking the fourth wall enough, guys. My past reviews of SummerSlam have not been nothing but rants and garbage. WWE, prediction video, pretty much somewhere now, being garbage. Because it's being a reversal. With my prediction video being garbage, and my review being positive, or at least decent. We will have to find out soon enough, as we will review SummerSlam 2017 when we get to that. So now with this, ladies and gentlemen, I am done with this prediction video. It is time for the biggest part of the summer, as we get the hell out of summer and move on to the fall season coming up soon. So with this said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sunday 318, and I'm signing out. Peace, ladies and gentlemen.